Good morning, students. So this is our next lecture of work, energy, and power. It's lecture number second. So first of all, we will start with the term kinetic energy. On that day, we have studied what is energy, and now today we will study what is kinetic energy. Suppose a body it is moving with some velocity v. Suppose a car is there and the mass of car is m and it is moving with a velocity v. Then it is having energy due to its motion known as kinetic energy. Car is moving na, due to motion it will have energy. Energy holded by object due to its motion. So this is energy that is holded by every moving object will have the kinetic energy due to its motion. So what is the value of kinetic energy? Kinetic energy value is half into m into v square. So this is the value of kinetic energy. Okay. Example, take example. Wind is flowing. Moving wind has kinetic energy, and that wind will be used by wind generators or by the sailing boats to move through the ocean like this. Okay. Second concept is our next topic is write down our next topic, work done by a variable force. Work done by a variable force. So this is new topic. Okay. Suppose a car is there. Suppose a car is moving. Okay. And its displacement is, suppose it has covered 10 meter. And this car has reached to 20, this same car, it has reached to 20 meter. Different forces acting at different displacement. Suppose at 11 meter different force was acting, at 15 meter different force was acting, and at 17 meter different force was acting. So a variable force is acting on the car. So then what will be the work done by that variable force? Okay, so its graph is like this. If it is force, because same force is not acting na, graph will be different, and it is displacement. So I will take this displacement as x initial and x final like this. Suppose from xi displacement to xf displacement a variable force is acting. So this is the force that is acting at xi, and this is the force that is acting at xf. So different forces acting means at here forces having different value, here different value, here different value. You can see like this. Okay, now it's clear. We have variable forces acting on the body. When body is moving from xi, when body has traveled from xi to xf, so you have to write that. Suppose we have to do this opposition. Suppose a variable force is acting on body during its displacement from xi to xf. During its displacement, that means from xi to xf, during its displacement from xi to xf. Okay, like this. So this is first point. On second point we are going to move. So you know that by what we will do now, what we will do. So this is the area covered under this force displacement graph. This is the area. We will divide, we will suppose a small displacement delta x, means we will suppose a small displacement delta x like this, means we will break this whole area into so many delta x. This will also be delta x, this will also be delta x. Delta x can be small displacement, suppose 0.5 centimeter. Okay, this will also be delta x, this will also be delta x, small displacement, this will also be delta x, this will be, so this total area will, means will break into so many small displacements, that is delta x, delta x. So what we will suppose, let delta x be a small displacement. This is a supposition we are doing, be it's a small displacement. Okay, suppose we have done displacement from 10 to 15. This is a displacement from 10.5 to 10.8. Suppose 10.5 to 10.8, that means only 0.3, delta x is only 0.3. And we will also assume before every delta x force is constant, because delta x is very small na? And for very small displacement we will assume the force is constant. However, our topic is going like a variable force is acting, but variable force is acting when the displacement is too large from xi to xf. But if we are taking this delta x very small, we can assume the force is constant for that time. We can assume like that. Okay, so assume the constant force act for delta x, constant force acts for displacement delta x, means same force is acting. Okay, that means, and that force value is suppose f. Okay, yeah, take one this, means f is acting for this force. Okay, and we have space, I mean constant force is acting, suppose f is acting on this and f is acting on this. Okay, like this, or you can say means this is force into displacement. Here means force will be constant, here force will be constant, here force will be constant. We say here force can have 10 newton, here force can have 11 newton, here force can have 12 newton, 30, but we will say the one value of force will be there for delta x. Okay, that means we are now taking this small delta x, this small displacement we are considering now na, and for small delta x we have considered by f force is acting, a constant f force is acting. If force is acting on a body and it is having a displacement, that means work is done on the body, that means small displacement has taken in the body, that means small work has done on the body. If the body has covered a small displacement, it is very well sure the work done is small. So dw means small work done to cover delta x. What is the value of formula of work done? Work done is equals to force into displacement, small displacement, small work done. So this work done is only for this small this area, small area, this small area. Okay, means there will be a work done dw for this also, and there will be a dw for this also. It can be, this work can be 10, this work can be 20, and there will be a dw for every area. For every area there will be a dw for every area. Okay, and this delta x means from xi to xf. Suppose this is like this, please try to understand. But there are na, this is xi. Okay, this is xi like this, and this is xf. Okay, and there are be 1000 delta x, the 1000 delta x is there. Okay, like this, that means there will be 1000 dw will be there. Okay, means and delta x1, delta x2, delta 3, delta x 4, like delta x 1000 will be there. Similarly dw1 इसका वर्क डन होगा जो dw2 dw 1000 like this. So अगर हमें if we want to find the complete work done, we have to add all the work done like this: dw2 plus dw3 plus dw4 plus dw5. There will be so many, but what is the short form of this? We will do the summation of this dw, and we will write here as n. Okay, and means we will remember like this. So what is the concept? Okay, what is the concept? So where work is starting? So these dw's, dw2, dw, what is the limit? अभी कहाँ से शुरू होते हैं और कहाँ से ख़त्म होते हैं? ये dw1 xi से शुरू होते हैं और ख़त्म कहाँ पे जाते होते हैं? xf तक चलते रहते हैं, ठीक है। ये सारे हमें ऐड करते हैं, तो ऐड करने का तरीका क्या है? वी विल राइट दी समेशन। सारे dw की समेशन करनी है जो कहाँ से स्टार्ट होते हैं? xi टू xf। सो इस चीज़ को लिखने का तरीका यही है, सारे dw ऐड कर दो जो xi से लेके xf के बीच में आते हैं, xi से शुरू होके xf के बीच में आते हैं। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, ठीक है, फॉर इंटरवल टोटल वर्क डन फॉर इंटरवल xi टू xf, टोटल वर्क डन फॉर इंटरवल xi to xf, what will be the total work done? That will be the summation of all the work done starting from xi to xf. And similarly this delta x, they are also 1000 delta x1. Similarly there will be the summation of all the delta x's, means there will be summation of this, means there will be a force f1, force f2, force f3, force f4, so many forces, but this is constant for delta x1. भाई delta x के लिए जो delta x1 है उसके लिए सिर्फ f1 ही लग रही है, f1 कांस्टेंट है, इसके लिए कोई और फोर्स लग सकती है, वो उसके लिए कांस्टेंट है। मान लो इसके लिए 10 ही लगेगी, जितना टाइम delta x1 डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगी तो 10 न्यूटन ही लगेगी। तो फिर व्हाट वी हैव टू डन, वी हैव टू ऐड ऑल दीज मल्टीपल्स, बिकॉज हर delta x के लिए, मतलब हर इस छोटे से इंटरवल के लिए हमारा एक प्रोडक्ट होगा एफ डॉट डी एक्स, इसका भी होगा, अगले वाले डिस्प्लेसमेंट के इंटरवल का भी होगा एफ डॉट डी एक्स, इसका भी होगा। तो हमें सारे एफ डॉट डी एक्स को ऐड करना है जो कहाँ से स्टार्ट होते हैं? एक्स आई से स्टार्ट होते हैं और कहाँ पे एंड होते हैं? एक्स एफ। एक्स आई से एक्स एफ तक एक तो प्रोडक्ट भी चल रहे हैं, ये हम देख ही रहे हैं, हमने सिर्फ एक का निकाला है स्मॉल का, अगर एक में है तो बाकियों में भी ऐसा ही होगा। फिर हमें ऐड करने हैं सारे प्रोडक्ट एफ डॉट डेल्टा एक्स के सारे प्रोडक्ट ऐड करने हैं सारे, ठीक है। तरीका यही है, सेम टू सेम। हमारे पास देखो क्या आएगा, भी मान लो f1 इंटू डेल्टा एक्स, पहले डेल्टा एक्स में f1 फोर्स लगी, फिर f इंटू डेल्टा एक्स, दूसरे में ये फोर्स लगी, f3 इंटू डेल्टा एक्स, ऐसे करके डेल्टा एक्स मान लो 1000 थे तो 1000 थोड़ी ना ऐड करेंगे, वी विल राइट समेशन सारे f डेल्टा एक्स की प्रोडक्ट जो कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं? एक्स आई से एक्स एफ तक हो रहे हैं, ये चीज़ जो हमने अभी की है, ठीक है। सो आई एम रबिंग दिस, सो यू हैव गॉट दी समेशन कंसेप्ट। समेशन कंसेप्ट हम तब करते होते हैं जब हमारे पास मतलब टर्म्स हो, जैसे 1000 हो सकती है, मतलब थोड़ी सी टर्म्स हो, जैसे 500, 400, 200 टर्म्स हो तो समेशन कर सकते हैं। अगर लास्ट टर्म है तो इसी समेशन को फिर इंटीग्रल करेंगे, इंटीग्रेशन कर देते होते हैं। So total work done will be given by the addition of all the work done from xi to xf, and what is this? This is the product of force and displacement starting from xi to xf all, okay। What will happen, अगर हम अज्यूम करें, इसके बाद क्या अज्यूम करें भी? डेल्टा एक्स बहुत छोटा है, डेल्टा एक्स इज टू स्मॉल, दैट मीन्स पहले तो डेल्टा एक्स 1000 थे, मान लो कितने 1000 थे एक्स आई से एक्स एफ के बीच में, बट वी हैव नाउ वी विल अज्यूम विद डेल्टा एक्स इज वेरी नियर टू जीरो, इट्स वेरी स्मॉल, दैट मीन्स अब ये कितने हो गए हैं? यही डेल्टा एक्स मान लो 10 लाख हो गए हैं, वेरी स्मॉल वी हैव कंसिडर्ड। ओके, तो आप 10 लाख के लिए समेशन नहीं यूज करेंगे। व्हाट वी विल डू इफ दिस डेल्टा एक्स मींस वी विल से भी एफ डेल्टा एक्स, ये सारे प्रोडक्ट एफ डेल्टा एक्स कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो गए, एक्स आई टू एक्स एफ। अगर डेल्टा एक्स, इफ डेल्टा एक्स टेंड्स टू ज़ीरो, तो ये डेल्टा एक्स नहीं रहेगा, ये और भी छोटा हो जाएगा। और भी छोटा क्या हो जाता है, डी एक्स हो जाता है। तो फिर हम समेशन नहीं करते, हम इंटीग्रल करते हैं सारों का, एक्स आई से लेके एक्स है, मतलब ऐड वो सारी करते हैं पर वो इंटीग्रेशन में ऐड होंगे। भी एफ वन इंटू डी एक्स, एफ टू, ये इसका मतलब क्या हो जाएगा, एफ वन जो स्मॉल डी एक्स के लिए लग रहा था, एफ टू इंटू स्मॉल अगले स्मॉल डी एक्स के लिए, जो अगला एफ लग रहा था अगले स्मॉल डी एक्स के लिए, जो अगला एफ, कितने स्मॉल डी एक्स हैं, कितने स्मॉल डी एक्स अब डी एक्स हो गए हैं क्योंकि डेल्टा एक्स टेंड्स टू जीरो हो गया। ये 10 लाख है तो 10 लाख है, ऐसे थोड़ी ना ऐड करेंगे ना, समीशन में हो गई, वो इंटीग्रेशन में हो जाते हैं अभी, तो वो इंटीग्रल बन जाता है जब बहुत बड़ी वैल्यू को ऐड करना है। सो वी हैव अज्यूम्ड, व्हाट वी हैव अज्यूम्ड, we have assumed delta x tends to 0, so this will turn as a, what it will turn, so I have to rub this, so this will change to integral of dw from xi to xf, because now there will be too many work done, because there are too many dx, there will be so many dx, too many work done will be there, integral. Okay, and what is the integral of xi to xf f dx, I will already, now it will not be delta x, it has reduced to even a smaller width, so it will turn to delta x. Okay, what is this, integral of force over displacement. So from xi to xf, if we add all small work done, what we are going to get, we are going to get the total work done. If we are going to add all the small work done, now we are going to get the total work done. Okay, so small work done, so work done is equals to, so xi to xf f dx, so total work done by a variable force. So what is this, this is the total work done on a body when variable force is applied on a body. Total work done when variable force is acting on a body, variable force is acting on body is equals to line integral of force over displacement. Line integral of force over displacement. Like this. What this is called? Line integral of force over displacement. Means we will add each and every dx, f dot dx, f dot dx, f dot dx starting from xi to xf. So this is, then we are going to get the total work done. Because small work done, how we are getting? We are getting the small work done by multiplying 1f dot dx. Now dx has reduced to a 2 smaller value, and there is not one dx, there are so many dx. They are starting from xi to xf. Even we know that by dx is larger, but now dx has gone to a even smaller width, it will become dx f. So it will become integration xi to xf. All integrations when we add na f dot dx, that means we are adding all small work done from xi to xf. So they are going to get us the total work done. Okay, so we are going to get the total work done, and in writing what we will write to the means examiner, भी जो टोटल वर्क डन है ना, जो वेरिएबल फोर्स कर रही है बॉडी पे, तो वो कैसे पता लग सकता है, अगर हम फोर्स का डिस्प्लेसमेंट के साथ लाइन इंटीग्रल निकाल लें, सारा लाइन इंटीग्रल किसका निकाल लें, फोर्स का, किसके ऊपर, डिस्प्लेसमेंट के ऊपर, तो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट दी टोटल वर्क डन इन केस ऑफ वेरिएबल फोर्स दैट इज एक्टिंग ऑन अ बॉडी. So this is very important relation. So this is the relation. So next topic is suppose what we have done, our graph was like that, like this now. Okay, first of all their force is there and their displacement is there, and we have started the displacement from xi to xf, and what we have said, the different force is acting on this. Okay, like this. So this is the length, this is the length. Okay, and this is a breadth. What is there on length? Length is means length into breadth is area. Okay, so what is there on length? On length force is there, force, and on breadth what is there? Displacement is there. And what you know, what is the product of this force into displacement? This is work done. So if we calculate the area under the force displacement graph, we are going to get the work done only. Area under force displacement graph. Force displacement graph. So note down this important. If we calculate the area, if in some numerical they have given us the area under the force displacement graph, if we are able to calculate that area, suppose they have given like this, they have given a rectangle with 10 Newton force is acting for 10 meter. So what will you take? You will take length is 10 Newton, and what is breadth? 10 meter. So how much work is done? 10 into 10, what is there? 100 Newton meter. And what is the unit of work? It's joule. You will say 100 joule is acting on the body. How you have calculated? You have calculated the area under the force displacement graph, and you are able to calculate the work done. So this is the way. अगर आप area calculate कर लेते हो ना force displacement graph के अंदर, तो आप work done ही cover कर लेते हो. So this topic is over. ये topic था work done when variable force is acting on the body. So on that day we have done a work energy theorem. भी जितना वर्क हम बॉडी पे करते हैं वो उस बॉडी में काइनेटिक एनर्जी का बदलाव लेके आता है. ठीक है, पर उस केस में हमारी फोर्स क्या थी? कांस्टेंट थी, एक ही फोर्स लग रही थी. बट आज हम करेंगे वेरिएबल फोर्स के लिए वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम का प्रूव करेंगे. वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम, बिकॉज नाउ यू नो व्हाट इज वेरिएबल फोर्स. दैट मीन्स फॉर each and every displacement different forces acting on the body. Work energy theorem for variable force, when variable force is acting. Work energy theorem for variable force. Okay, so variable force is acting. So variable force is acting na, you know this is displacement. We are calculating from xi to xf. Okay, and here force is there. You know that by we are means breaking this area into small delta x. Okay, you know that by means different forces acting na, that means here the body will have different kinetic energy. Okay, because force is here different and here force is different. Here body will have different kinetic energies. This is kinetic energy 1, this is kinetic energy. That means if different forces acting for each and every displacement, that means kinetic energy will also change for this small dx. That means at this point we will have a kinetic energy of 10, at this point we will have a kinetic energy of 20, and different force will act. So here the kinetic energy is going to change, suppose it becomes 50, and here the more force has acted, suppose now kinetic energy becomes 30. That means kinetic energy is also changing with respect to time when variable force is acting on the body. And why I am saying the energy? Because I want to prove the work energy theorem. Okay, and what this variable force is doing, it is doing the work, and I want to indulge the concept of energy also. That means if variable force is acting on the body, if variable force is acting on body for some range of displacement, we have considered some range na, for some range of displacement, so that means kinetic energy is going to change for that range. Kinetic energy will also change with respect to time for that range. Kinetic energy will change. I've told you why it is going to change. Yeah, different force act करेगी तो different acceleration आएगी, different acceleration आएगी तो different velocity होगी, different velocity होगी तो different force act करेगी तो different acceleration आएगी, different acceleration आएगी तो different velocity होगी. अगर different velocity होगी तो kinetic energy भी क्या होगी, different होगी. तो इसका मतलब kinetic energy is changing with respect to time. So this is the concept. Okay. So kinetic energy will change with respect to time for that range of displacement. Okay, it's good. So this is kinetic energy. It is changing with respect to time. Differentiation means changing. Kinetic energy is changing. Differentiation. So what is this? D by dt. We put the value of kinetic energy half mv square, like this. Note down this value. Okay. This half will come outside because it's a constant. What will remain? Mass is also constant, body mass is also constant, it is not changing, it will come outside. Velocity is changing because different force is acting, so we will put under dv square on dt is equals to change in kinetic energy with respect to time. So this is new topic. Okay, mention it as a new topic. When you are doing the new topic, underline with a blue pen or a red pen. Okay, that means new topic is there. So now make one change, dk upon dt, change in kinetic energy with respect to time, half m. Okay, what will you do now? Multiply with dv and divide with dv. There will be no change. Multiply with dv and divide with dv. Okay, so put this dv square under dv like this, dv square under dv. So what will remain? Dv dt will come under dv, dv under dt, and m half this is dk by dt like this. Okay, so what is the differentiation of dv square with respect to dv? Okay, what is the differentiation? If you remember the rule of differentiation now, dv square upon dv, what will be there? Its value is 2v. 2 will come outside. Okay, its value will be 2v. dv upon dt, change in velocity with respect to time, mass half, is equal to change in kinetic energy with respect to time. So you can cut this 2 with 2. Okay, you know the change in velocity with respect to time is acceleration, so put this value here. Okay, put this value here. Okay, v is also there, v is also there. So mass into what will become this acceleration, this will become acceleration, this is mass, and what is remaining, v is equals to dk by dt. So what is the value of velocity? Velocity is change in displacement with respect to time. So put here, okay, put here. So what is this? Change in kinetic energy with respect to time is equals to mass into acceleration, Newton's second law, it is force. And what is the value of v? Dx by dt. This dt will cut with this dt, so what will remain? Dk is equals to f dot dx. So this is the change in kinetic energy, this is the multiplication of force and displacement. You know that the variable force is acting for some range of displacement, and what is that range of displacement? Xi to xf, xi to xf. So variable force is acting, okay. And what if we find, we know that means energy is also changing from xi to xf, f dot dx is also changing from xi to xf. So this is displacement. So if we want to find total kinetic energy, we have to integrate this small changes in kinetic energy from xi to xf, all changes. Here also some kinetic energy change, some kinetic energy change, some kinetic energy, or we have to add all them now. So add all the dk changes from xi to xf, integration means. So same, add all the products from xi to xf. We have done this thing. What is this? What is this? This is the line integral of force over displacement, and it is in case of variable force it is equal to work done. We know that in case of variable force, work done, total work done is equals to integral of force into dx. अभी जो टॉपिक है यही डिफाइन किया, तो इसकी जगह क्या आ जाएगा? वर्क डन आ जाएगा, xi to xf dk. Okay, so what is this? The इंटीग्रल ऑफ dk, अगर सारे dk को जोड़ेंगे तो क्या बन जाएगी? टोटल काइनेटिक k, टोटल काइनेटिक एनर्जी आ जाएगी, पर उसकी कुछ लिमिट्स होंगी, क्योंकि इंटीग्रेशन की लिमिट्स पुट करते हैं xi to xf ऐसे. So what it will become? It will become a work done, total work done. So पहले क्या करते होते हैं भाई, it's not like that. So not xi to xf, तो हमें इसको ना ki से kx करना है. मतलब यहाँ पे काइनेटिक एनर्जी कोई और होगी, यहाँ पे और होगी. कहाँ से काइनेटिक एनर्जी शुरू की हमने? ki से शुरू की है. ये स्मॉल चेंजेस काइनेटिक एनर्जी की कहाँ से शुरू की हैं? k इनिशियल से शुरू होके कहाँ तक गई हैं? kf तक गई हैं. सो kf. सो एक बार हम kf पुट करेंगे, फिर माइनस ki पुट करेंगे. व्हाट इज दिस? kf minus ki, its work done. So what is this? Change in kinetic energy, work done. यही क्या होती है? वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम. और ये किसके लिए प्रूव किया हमने? वेरिएबल फोर्स के लिए. सो दिस इज वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम. भाई जितना काम किया वो किस में, मतलब हमें विजिबल हुआ, चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी में विजिबल हुआ. तो ये हमने किसके लिए प्रूव करके दिखाई है? ये हमने वेरिएबल फोर्स के लिए प्रूव करके दिखाई है. ओके, सो इसमें हमने थोड़े से कंसेप्ट लगाए हैं और कुछ नहीं है. सो दिस चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी, हर जगह काइनेटिक एनर्जी चेंज हुई. कहाँ से शुरू हुई? ki से चेंज होनी शुरू हुई, kf तक होती गई. ठीक है. सो दिस इज दी कंसेप्ट, ये हमने प्रूव कर दिया. इम्पोर्टेंट. write down next topic, potential energy. Okay, what is this potential energy? Suppose a object is there. Okay, ऑब्जेक्ट कार भी हो सकती है, कोई डस्टबिन लगा लो. यू हैव डन अ वर्क इज डन ऑन द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो वी हैव डन दी वर्क ऑन दी ऑब्जेक्ट. तो हुआ क्या, उससे अगर उसकी इट्स पोजीशन चेंज, या तो उसकी पोजीशन चेंज होगी, पहले पे वो ग्राउंड पे था वो टेबल पे आ गया है, इट्स पोजीशन चेंज. और इट्स शेप चेंजेस, जहाँ उसकी शेप चेंज होगी. जैसे स्प्रिंग पहले क्या था, ऐसे था, आपने एक वर्क डन किया तो वो कंप्रेस हो गया, तो उसकी शेप चेंज होगी. ओके. सो एनर्जी होल्डेड बाय ऑब्जेक्ट ड्यू टू इट्स पोजीशन इज नोन एज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. एनर्जी holded by an object due to its position is potential energy. Okay, this is the concept, definition of potential energy. Next concept, that means we are doing the work on the object, its position or shape changes, and that work will store in the object in the form of potential energy. Means same work we have done on the object, it's going to store in the object in the form of potential energy. That work is going to store in object in the form of potential energy. Okay, like this. So this is the potential energy concept. Second concept, suppose a object is lying on the ground. This is object. Okay. You have applied a force on this object to pick it to a height h. Okay. Okay. That means you have, how much force you will apply on the object. This is its weight is mg ना, कम से कम आपको mg तो लगाना पड़ेगा अगर इसको उठाना चाहते हो. तो आपने सपोज mg फोर्स लगवा दी. ओके, यू हैव अप्लाइड mg फोर्स ऑन द ऑब्जेक्ट and it has reached to a height h. So what is the force you have applied? Mg. So what is the displacement it has covered? H. So this will be equals to work done by you in order to lift the object to a height h. So this is the work done in order to lift the object at a height h. So this work will get stored in the form of potential energy is equals to mgh. So this is the formula of potential energy. So potential energy is equals to mgh. So next concept is, you have seen a spring in your home, है ना. So now we will calculate the potential energy of spring. आइटम मीन्स बड़ा टॉपिक तो इसके बाद आएगा, ये एक मीन्स इट्स ओनली इंट्रोडक्शन. व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इन अ स्प्रिंग. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑफ अ स्प्रिंग. ओके, सपोज अ स्प्रिंग इज देयर. Okay, there is a spring, it is not compressed, it is at its zero position, suppose zero displacement. Okay, you have applied a force F on the spring. Okay, like this. it has come to this location. That means it has covered a displacement x. From 0 to it has reached to x point. Okay, how? Because you have applied a force on it. So this is the concept of potential energy of a spring. We are doing this. So this is the displacement means covered by a spring. This is the force you are applying. If you are applying more force, more displacement will be covered. If you are applying less force, less displacement will be covered, like this. So force is depending on the displacement in case of spring. So this is directly proportional. We will eliminate this directly proportional with equals to K X F. Okay, in case of spring. So what is this K? This K factor is known as the spring constant. What is the meaning of the spring constant? So this K is a spring constant. K is known as spring constant. So what is the meaning of this spring constant? That means if we want to compress spring by 1 meter, or if we want to displace spring 1 meter, भी how much force we require, ये कौन बताता है? स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट बताता है. स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट बताता है कितनी फोर्स चाहिए स्प्रिंग को 1 मीटर डिस्प्लेसमेंट करने के लिए. अगर ज़्यादा है स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट तो ज़्यादा फोर्स चाहिए उसको 1 मीटर डिस्प्लेस करने के लिए. अगर स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू लो है तो उसको कम फोर्स चाहिए. इट टेल्स हाउ मच force is required, how much force is required to compress spring by unit displacement. Unit displacement. Okay. So K is equal to this. Okay. So F is equals to Kx. We have means reached to this conclusion, and we have reached to spring constant. Suppose now if force is variable, suppose force is changing with respect to displacement, suppose. Okay, so force is variable. That means we have applied the force on spring na? We have started force from 0 up to x. We have applied the force. So variable force is acting for the range 0 to f. Okay, now the force is variable. That means the line integral of force, this is over displacement. Line integral of force over displacement, it will give us the work done. From 0 to x we have applied f dot dx. That means we will calculate f dot dx for if variable force is acting na, there will be so many f dot dx for the range 0 to x. यहाँ तक बहुत सारे, यहाँ f dx और होगा, f dx सभी को ऐड करेंगे तो 0 to x रेंज तक इंटीग्रेट कर दो. So this is the line integral of force over displacement. ये हमें क्या बताएगा? वर्क डन. तो हमें पता लग जाएगा भी स्प्रिंग को कंप्रेस करने में हमारा कितना वर्क डन लगा है, और जितना वर्क डन हमारा लगा है वही किस में स्टोर हो जाएगा? स्प्रिंग की पोटेंशियल एनर्जी बन जाएगी. तो इसको ढूंढते हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज अ कंसेप्ट. ओके, एफ डॉट, so put the value of f here. So work done is equals to 0 to x k into x into dx. K is a constant, वो तो बाहर आ जाएगा. 0 to x यहाँ आ जाएगा x dx. वर्क डन. सो x की इंटीग्रेशन क्या होती है? x की इंटीग्रेशन होती है x स्क्वायर बटा 2. सो पुट हियर k x स्क्वायर बटा 2 तो लिमिट्स तो अभी पुट नहीं की, अभी करेंगे 0 to x, एक बार x पुट कर दो, एक बार 0, तो यही रह जाएगा, तो रह जाएगा k x square upon 2. So work done is equals to kx square upon 2. So when variable force is acting to compress the spring, then this is the amount of work done on the spring. So this work done will get stored in the form of potential energy. This work done gets stored in the form of potential energy. Okay, so potential energy of spring is equal to half kx square. So we are doing the lecture end up because it's already too much time. Okay, potential energy is equal to half kx square. So hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day. I will take the numericals in the doubt session. Okay, with that we are having 2 days in a week. I will take. Thank you. Have a nice day.